Jamaica me crazy. I'm serious. Guys, welcome back. Another update here. What's going on? We got a tropical storm now, Lota. Here we go again. But this one, here we go again, headed right for Central America, right where they don't need it after having that horrible tropical storm, Eta, that killed over 100 people in Honduras and Guatemala. Now they're going to get hit again. Tropical storm Lota is on its way. I'll tell you all about that in just a second. And what does it mean for the United States? Could it cause damage? Well, first of all, let's put a shout out for www.virtuousshield.com/deals/active/Begley. Seriously, guys, a new survey reports on an overwhelming 85% of the Americans believe that at least one tech company is spying on them. Somebody's watching me. 666666666. Seriously, sometimes it feels like somebody's watching me. Seriously, well, 85% of the American public believe that we are being watched very closely. Hello, sweetheart. How you doing?
Hey, Poppy. It's me, Lexi.
Yes.
Hey, we're going to go to Red Lobster later. Mimi was wondering if you want to join us.
What time?
What time? If you left now, we'd be there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll join you.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so that was Lexi, my granddaughter, wanting to know if I would join her and Cece and my beautiful wife Heidi for lunch. Well, that's nice of them. Anyway, 85% of the Americans believe that at least one tech company is spying on them through the apps on their smartphones. What? Well, not the new Apocalypse Watch app, because we don't go through them. That's why it's uncensored, it's unbridled, it's unafraid. So you might want to go there, guys, and get that app. Anyway, a good VPN could help allow you to hide your location online, scramble your IP address, prevent advertisers from creating profiles that track you, and stop the spam on the fam, okay? And allow you to surf the web anonymously, all while being affordable and easy to use. Just go to www.virtualshield.com/active. No. www.virtualshield.com/deals/active/Begley. Okay. You'll be glad you did. All right, guys, here's what's going on. I just want you to know, because this tropical storm is dangerous, especially for Central America. Tropical storm Lota forecast to hit us already a storm-ravaged Central America as a major hurricane early next week. This right now, it's tropical storm Lota, but it will strengthen to a major hurricane in the Caribbean area and slam into Central America early next week, of the very region that's already been devastated by Hurricane Eta earlier this month. Matter of fact, forecasters are saying that Lota, which formed yesterday at sea, was centered in the Caribbean about 495 miles southeast of Nicaragua and Honduras border, with maximum sustained winds of about 40 miles an hour as of about 10 o'clock this morning. But the U.S. National Hurricane Center said it is forecasted to rapidly strengthen over the next 24 hours. It will become a Cat 1, maybe a Cat 2 hurricane. Now, Lota is expected to continue heading west and make landfall somewhere in Central America, potentially near the Honduras-Nicaragua border by late Monday evening, early Tuesday morning, according to CNN meteorologist Terry Malden. The storm is forecast to be at or near Cat 1 or even Cat 2 strength prior to making landfall across Central America, with sustained winds of 111 miles an hour. Parts of Nicaragua and Honduras could receive torrential rains of 2 to 3 feet. What? That is horrible, along with life-threatening storm surge. Besides delivering damaging winds, Lota could drop 8 to 16 inches of rain on Honduras, which has already suffered greatly from mudslides and landslides and loss of life. Northern Nicaragua, eastern Guatemala, and southern Belize may all be hit very hard through Thursday of next week, with this unwelcome news for a region that's already been devastated from Hurricane Eta. To have 2 straight hurricanes to do this is really, really weird. Costa Rica, Panama, even northern Colombia could receive 4 to 8 inches of rain through Thursday, while El Salvador and southern Nicaragua could get 2 to 4 inches in the same period. And Colombia's government on Saturday issued a tropical storm warning for the islands of San Andres and Providencia. The rainfall from Hurricane Lota would lead to significant life-threatening flash flooding, river flooding, along with landslides in areas of the higher terrain in Central America, no doubt about it. Lota is the 30th storm in the Atlantic Ocean this year. This is the most ever for an Atlantic hurricane season. We've also had the record monsoons in the far east, torrential, horrible typhoons in the South Pacific. We've had the worst wildfires in history ever in California. Also, the worst wildfires ever in the Amazon rainforest in Brazil. And so we're dealing with these and meteorites and fireballs and the worst locust plague since the plagues of Egypt in the Bible, and throw in a COVID pandemic. This is a year of apocalyptic, catastrophic, cataclysmic events of a biblical proportion. Also, the rioting in major cities across America, and a tumultuous, tension election process in America, as well as all of these things happening simultaneously in a world spinning out of control. Folks, seriously, spinning out of control. We are living in the last days. And oh, by the way, we've had a blood moon. We've had a blue moon on Halloween as a bad omen. We have a total solar eclipse of the sun coming December 14th over South America. We have during Hanukkah, on the day that the Electoral College has to be certified. And then 7 days later, the grand conjunction where Jupiter and Saturn come within 0.1 degree of each other, the closest they've been that close to make the brightest star since 1623, and not again for 500 years. Really, it's the brightest star in the sky since the Star of Bethlehem. All of this in this one prophetic year, 2020. Are you serious? Something seriously biblical is going on with the signs of the second coming of Jesus Christ. December 21st, is it doomsday? Is it the end of the world? Well, the Mayan elders think so, because they go back and they look at the Julian calendar. Because the Mayans were following the Julian calendar when they made the end of their days. It was supposed to have been December 21st, 2012. But that was based on the Julian calendar that had 11 more days in it per year. And they stopped using the Julian calendar 268 years ago. So, and they cut off those 11 days, and we went to Gregorian calendar. Get this. If you was to stick with the Julian calendar, 11 times 268 days is 2,900 and some days, or exactly 8 years. So if we would have stayed with the Julian calendar, then December 21st, 2012 would have been actually on our December 21st, 2020. That's the 8-year difference. And that's why the Mayan elders today are saying, wait a minute, this might be the end of the world. Why? Because you have a grand conjunction. How could do you think that the Mayan Indians, the Mayan elders of 268 years ago, did they know that this grand conjunction was going to happen on that very day, December 21st? Did they know it was also the winter solstice? Did they know that we'd be in a pandemic with record hurricanes, typhoons, monsoons, wildfires? And did they know it was my birthday? No, they didn't know any of that. But they knew, or did they? Maybe they knew it was the winter solstice. Maybe they knew it was the grand conjunction. Maybe they knew this was the prophetic signs. And if so, and let's say none of that matters. Let's just say, but is it a sign from God? Did God know? Because God's the one that put the sun, the moon, the stars. It is Jesus who said that there shall be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, distress of nations with perplexity. The sea, the waves will be roaring, and men's hearts will fail them for fear, for looking after those things coming upon the earth, and the powers of heaven will be shaken with the asteroids and meteorites and fireballs. Maybe it's God that knew it was going to be the 21st of December when he set up the brightest star in the sky since the last time he did it, the announcement of the coming Messiah to the world as a baby born in a barn in the back of Bethlehem. Maybe it was God that said it's also the winter solstice. Maybe it was God that said, this is the day that I want to set for a sign in a most prophetic year humanity has seen, 2020, to say to the world, you better get ready. For there shall be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea, the waves roaring, and men's hearts failing them, as I said, for fear. For looking after those things coming upon the earth, the powers of heaven shall be shaken. But here's the good news. Then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud, the sign of the Son of Man. What? The sign of the Son of Man. What? The sign of the Son of Man. Matthew 24. The sign of the coming of the Lord. Is he coming soon? Are you ready? Will you be ready when he comes? Give your life to Jesus Christ. We are starting to realize that we are running out of time, and we are seriously running out of time. Are you saved? Are you saved?